Hi there, I'm dePest, and I'm here at the Spooky Movie Film Festival, the wonderful festival that we run that's been going on for 6 years, that gives us the movies that we bring to you on the Spooky Movie television show. And I am so happy to be here right now with the director of one of the films that's in the festival. This is Rebecca Lorenne. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. We just saw her movie in the theater. It's called Bug Baby and stars wonderful Mink Stoll, who is a favorite to many of us in this area. Now, you got to tell me, explain a synopsis of Bug Baby to our audience.
Bug Baby is about a special needs child named Sammy Gregory, who is a bug and he eats people.
Okay.
His parents are trying to do right by him by putting him up for adoption, but Mink Stoll, who plays the social worker, shows up from the adoption agency and realizes that his environment is less than satisfactory, so she wants to take him into custody, and that doesn't go so well.
Okay, yes, it doesn't go well at all, but I'm not going to spoil it for you. And do I detect a little Costco reference in there?
A little bit. It's, you know, a little John Waters, a little Tim Burton, it's a little Cronenberg. It's twisted, but it's funny.
Oh yes, she's really twisted, and I like that. Oh, so who came up with the idea for this? What's the genesis of this project?
Dan Spurgeon, who's our writer, wrote it originally for the stage, and we did it as a one-act play and a series of other plays, and it ended up being the most well-received, you know, great reviews, everybody loved it, you know, production on the stage, and so we took it one step further and adapted it to the screen. We kept the same actors who played the husband and wife couple, and then we brought in Mink Stoll to play Mrs. Toddyfot, and it turned out great.
Oh, these actors are great. The husband and the wife and the whole atmosphere. Is that supposed to be like the 60s or the 70s, or why did you pick that era?
You know, actually we were going for a very ambiguous time period. We didn't want the audience to really know exactly when it was taking place. So the house where we were shooting was decorated in 1975. The costumes were actually modern costumes that looked vintage, and then the props were from everywhere from the 50s through modern times, so that it would have a very, like, it's sort of period, but it's not, but nobody would exactly be able to pinpoint when it was taking place.
Oh yeah, it was terrific. It's like this really white bread America, clean cut, happy family, well, except for the Bug Baby. You got
family values.
Oh yes. So where did you shoot this and how long did it take you?
We shot in Encino Hills. We had originally rented a sound stage. We were going to build the entire set on a stage, but then our composer said, come to my grandmother's house and look for props. We went into the house and it had not been redecorated since 1975, so we said, can we shoot here? So we ended up shooting in Encino Hills. We shot in 3.5 days.
3.5 days?
Yes.
Incredible.
Yes.
Oh my God.
A whirlwind.
Yeah, and I heard she gave a speech before the screening tonight. There were some setbacks. Can you run through a few of those?
There were some setbacks. Our location manager, who was also our composer, ended up getting in a motorcycle accident on the first day, and we had to shoot the rest of the film not knowing whether he was going to make it, whether he would wake up from his coma, etc. We had hair problems and generator light problems and costume problems, and then Mink Stoll got sick with the flu, and so she was trying to scream and be giving her performance with the flu, and one thing after another, nothing went right. But it came out wonderful. We were very happy with the results.
And how was the guy that was in the motorcycle accident?
He's fine.
Okay, good.
Everybody's fine. And then right before the very last shot of the film, which is literally the last shot that we filmed, which is the, you know, the couple and their happy ending, right before that the husband got a call that his nephew was brutally scalded in a terrible accident, and he had to hang up the phone and walk right into the shot and shoot the final scene. And the child ended up okay, and our location manager ended okay. Everybody was fine, but it was everything that could possibly have gone wrong went wrong on the shoot.
Oh wow, well you pulled through and it looks great. And I think one thing that went right was your casting choice with Mink.
Yes.
How did that come around?
Well, our writer wrote the part for Mink.
Really?
And yes.
They know each other? Or?
No, he was a big fan. He loved the John Waters films. He loved her. And he wrote Mrs. Toddyfot with her in mind. So we we ended up, you know, getting through SAG. We got to her, and she loved the script, and we were thrilled to have her. And so she flew out to Los Angeles, and she was great. She loved the script, and everybody, it was perfect.
She's always great.
Yes.
Now, are you a native of California? Did you come from someplace else? What's your life story? How'd you get to filmmaking?
I'm originally from Chicago. I accidentally directed my first community play when I was 16 years old. And I continued directing community theater outside of the school system from the age of 16 through now. I went to film school at Columbia College, so I was doing films, and I did my first film, which was a feature-length documentary right out of college, and then this was my first narrative film out of college.
Ooh, is there more in the works?
Yes, I have a couple shorts and a feature in the works. I'm very excited about it.
Ooh, anything you can tell us about? A little bit of the plot or a title?
I'm working with a zombie storyline and a fantasy sci-fi storyline. So hopefully those will be hitting the festivals in the next year or so.
Oh, it'll be so great if you can come back to this festival.
That would be great.
Yeah? How are you enjoying the festival so far?
It's wonderful. I've never been to DC, but it's absolutely beautiful, and everybody's really friendly, and I can't wait to explore the city.
Oh, good. All right, now, if our audience wants to find out more about any future projects and also your current one, Bug Baby, that we're seeing here at the festival, what websites or information resources are there for them to find out about you and your movies?
Well, there's bugbabymovie.com,
okay,
and then the company that produced it is thevisceralcompany.com, and then my personal website, which has all the information on Bug Baby and all my future projects, is RebeccaLorenne.com.
All right, Rebecca, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure
so nice to meet you
here at the festival.
Thank you.
All right, keep watching for more spooky movies.